9 players in baseball, Gonzalez. And I have Votto over Pujols largely because of the age issues, guys. Votto's going to his age 28 season. Pujols going to age 32. I think Votto passes him right now.
Very interesting. You see those young guys there. You mentioned it. We'll get into them later. But so far, the Shredder doesn't have Hosmer and doesn't have Freeman. Sean, what do you have?
I had what Joe had too was Freeman and Hosmer. They're definitely in the top 10. I think they're two of the best young first basemen in the game. Berkman, Tex, Howard. I had Konerko up at 5. I think Paulie's still one of the best first basemen in the game, run producers. And then here I go, Fielder, Gonzo, and at the top 2, I flip-flop back and forth. And I agree with Joe with the age, and I think Albert also maybe going to a new league, like edges him out barely.
All right, let's get back to the countdown right now. And you know what? The last 2 in this countdown, intriguing because they may be able to go in either order. Number 2 on the Shredder's list is Joey Votto. You guys had him on top. Shredder has him at number 2. He led the NL in on base last year at .416, and he slugged .531, following up his MVP season with another great year of elite production in Cincinnati. His batting average, lifetime average, is .313. He had over 100 walks last year. The underlying stats are getting better. The walk rate is going up. The strikeout rate is going down. And as you mentioned, going into his age 28 season, highest on-base percentage since 2009, Joey Votto, among current first basemen, is right there. And that really tells you all you need to know about how versatile this guy is.
You know, you look at Joey Votto, he continues to get better and better. And I don't see it stopping because this guy is a baseball rat. He loves the game. He just loves going out there every day and practicing and getting after it every day in the cages. He has power on all fields. I think that's one thing that impressed me the most. This guy's left center, right center, home runs all over the place, clutch hitting, plays great defensively. He's worked on it year in and year out, won a Gold Glove. Yeah, I just feel like he's getting better and better every year, Matty, and he's 28 years old and continues to be one of the best players in the game. I think he's right up there.
Well, that improvement that you talk about, this guy was drafted as a catcher, has become one of the better first basemen in the game. And he went through some stuff earlier in his career, you know, with his dad died, and he kind of had to go through that. But now you're talking about somebody who not only is one of the best first basemen in the game, but he's on that short list for best players in the game because of the complete game. Doesn't just hit for power. Goes gap to gap, like you say. Defensively, one of the better ones. You see him here making some fantastic plays. I think one of the best right-handed first baseman in the game. You know, Sean, you know, lefties have an advantage of that position, but he's able to throw being a right-handed first baseman. Complete package, and like I say, you know, number 2 is no crime.
You know, you guys have Votto at number 1. The Shredder pumps him out at number 2. How important in this equation, when you guys figured out your players in order, was the winning factor? Has he been to the ultimate? Has he won a World Series, or are you looking at this purely from an individual standpoint?
I try not to judge a player based on how good his teammates are. You really want to isolate what the player does, how well he hits, fields, all that other stuff. I think that if you're going to say the winning factor, would it be great for the player to play in a World Series? Absolutely. But I can't blame Joey Votto because he doesn't have the teammates of an Albert Pujols.
And they went to the playoffs a couple of years ago. They're getting there. The Reds are better, but I think Albert Pujols has had better pitching and better players around him the last few years.
All right, let's move on right now. We've reached the moment that everyone's been waiting for. That would be the top spot in the countdown of the top 10 first basemen right now. The most prolific hitter in the game. He leaves St. Louis for a 10-year,
steroids.